Ding, 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 ding. Hey, everybody. Good morning. It's Monday, and that means it's time for the energy forecast. And today I'm going to be using the Angels and Ancestors. They're by Kyle Gray. My boyfriend's in this card deck. I'm like have the biggest tarot crush, I guess, on the Trader card. He's so cute. Yeah, he's really cute. I like him. But that's not why I chose this deck. Deck was just kind of like screaming to me. Here's number one. And said, pick me, pick me. I've got lots to say. So that's why I'm going to go with it. It seems like it was real verbal and had a lot of energy and a lot of messages. We've already got our first card coming up. It popped out. We're waiting for number two, number three, and sometimes we get a four and a five. But how was your weekend? Did you accomplish the things that you wanted to accomplish this weekend? Did you come by at least virtually on Facebook, and did you come by and get a little bit of the Reiki healing yesterday that we did? Every Sunday in good weather, I go out to... Okay, how come you're not wanting to talk now? I go out to Crystal Lake at 8 a.m. on Sunday mornings, and we do this one here. We do a Reiki healing, like a distance or group Reiki healing session for anybody that would like to participate in that. So that was really pretty powerful yesterday. Teresa came out with her singing bowls, and Matthew, he was there with us as well, and he was playing the tuning pipes. We got one more card. What you got? Ooh, very cool. Okay. Oh, actually, she popped down four, so we got a total of 4 cards. Give me some hearts. 4 cards. That means, like she said, I got a lot to say. I got a lot to say. So. Oh, good golly. Alright, so are you ready to take a look at today's reading? And it's that energy forecast for the week. So what are we going to work on this week? And then we also have our soul journey. Good morning, Donna. Good morning, Amber. Yes, Amber, if you were having difficulties feeling that, you do need to come see me. Or Gabby, Aline. I think Aline does. I'm not sure. But we have several practitioners that can help you if my schedule doesn't work with your schedule. But we're also going to do the soul's journey and get our card. Last week we were working on happiness. And so after we're done with this reading, we are going to get our soul's journey so we can work on another aspect or another vibration to make our life all groovy and cool. Whew. All right, so these cards are screaming, so I'm going to flip the camera over and let's get a reading. Okay, and I'm a Carl Jung girl, so when I read, and I teach how to read in this manner as well. I really don't utilize a lot of what I'm going to call spirit guides as the first and foremost. Carl Jung, one of my favorite, I guess, psychoanalyst-y kind of guys. He was a protege of Sigmund Freud, who's not one of my more favorites, but anyway, long story short, Sigmund Freud says that everybody is an intuitive, and that we just need something to jog that memory or open up that connection. And so pictures, which is what we see on most of our oracle or tarot cards, are the triggers to open up that level of intuition. And so that's what I look at. I don't always look at so much what the book meaning is. I'm looking at what does that picture say to me? What's the message that I receive? And what we have in here, and she's the peacekeeper. But also look at what she also has that axe in her hand. So in that it says it's also showing this and then that white buffalo in the back. Okay, so there's some wisdom in here. So what we're looking at here is not, it says let go of the need to be right. It's not so much about the need to be right. It is, and the message I get is blessed are the peacemakers. Um, and that peacekeepers. And what does that mean? It means being firm, being standing up for yourself and standing up strong, not being weak kneed, not relenting, and most of all, do not submit. Be strong in your beliefs. Be strong in beliefs. So when you start looking at it in that aspect, blessed is the peacekeeper. You're not easily agitated. You're standing up strong, and that's the message coming in for what's the energy that's blowing in. And so let's look at what some of our obstacles are. The first one I'm going to look at is obstacle, and I'm laughing because it's air guardian, and air guardian refers to that shifting, being a little bit fluid, moving, adapting, overcoming. And so I'm kind of giggling here because the message on the card itself is shift your perception. And I'm like, sometimes we have to step into another person's shoes to see from their perspective, or I do the metaphoric as well as the physical, putting on a pair of sunglasses of purple lens in order to shift my perception. So we've got this energy coming in that says, okay, be firm, be strong, but let's not be aggressive, let's not be pushy, let's not be arrogant, but keep your space. And then we're getting this prompting on this obstacle about having the need to shift our perspective. So it's about looking from another person's perspective, or looking at a situation from someone else's perspective in order to get a little bit more insight in with that. Insight is really important to use because if we look at everything on face value, we're really not getting what the packaging says. You're really not getting what the packaging says. And so this is this opportunity, let's take this obstacle and shift it into an opportunity to really gain more insight by looking at things from a different perspective. Now, so what are they saying with the snake? Now, I know a lot of times people are like, ooh, the serpent, we're talking about evil, we're talking about darkness. And I'm like, and the serpent itself isn't so much about darkness, or that negative vibration. That snake really is about wisdom, and knowledge, and shedding that old skin is what this card is prompting. What we're looking at in because the other one, the first card is the obstacle, so this is going to be what's our help, is that we're in a constant state, hopefully. Many of us are, some of us are not. And so if you're looking at me and or looking at this and you're going, this is bullshit, that's okay, because you're still working in a vibration of old skin or old definitions. You're not working in your new definitions yet. So you're holding back on that. And so this prompt to help us to get through it, or help, or a little assistant here, is saying get rid of those old beliefs that aren't yours, that don't define you. And this has been a real current theme. Okay, this has been a very current theme over the last couple of months about this difficulty in shedding some of that old skin or old definitions, getting rid of those bondage, like chains or handcuffs or being tied up in a rope or feeling smothered. We hold on to that definition because sometimes we haven't figured out what we want to put into that definition. So let's take a look at the final card for the angels and the ancestors on this weekly reading and see what our outcome for the week is going to look like. All right, so okay, so what do we get? We get the Traveler card. And what is the Traveler doing? We are moving. We're moving forwards. We're exploring. We're gaining ground. We're gaining ground. We're moving in new directions and different directions that allow us to grow. So this is a week that we're going to look at having some growth, a little bit of struggle, a little bit of hesitancy, but we're actually, by the end of the week, we're going to have some really good growth coming in and moving in new directions and doing new things. I'm like sitting here getting ready with the card and this one just kind of popped up. So this is what we're going to go with on here. And I've got it still face down. So in essence, you're going to see it when I do. Hold on. So, at the beginning I was talking about using that Carl Jung theory, and it's allowing the picture just to tell the story. Woo! And so our vibration to work on this week to help us to become better, more groovy people. And I'm like, whoa, I like the mandala there. I think that that's a really beautiful picture. I like the colors, the orange and the blue. They're very, the blue is very healing and that orange is very motivating. And so what it says pride. And the mantra that goes with this is, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Dang. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So, for those that have, sometimes that we are those critics or judgmental, this is a wonderful vibration to work on this week because it will help us to look in the mirror and see the good in ourselves. But then also, if we're focusing on that, when we look at others, we will see examples of ourselves, hopefully the good ones, in others as well. So, peace, love, and happiness. I hope to see you very soon.